I'm not talking about Atomic Habits or The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Those are great books, but in this video, I'm going to recommend some lesser known, underrated, absolute gems of self help books. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your coach Annie, and I'm here to help you with your spoken English, your vocabulary, and your communication skills. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of the best self help books that you can ever read. Without wasting any more time, let's begin. The first book that I am going to be recommending is my personal favorite, The Ikigai Journey. Now, this book is actually like a practical guide to find your passion, to find your purpose, to find happiness. Most of the times, what happens is, and this has happened with me too, that we feel like we are not happy with our jobs, with our career, with whatever we are studying, with our life, or maybe what we are doing currently. We feel like this is not it, or it can be better than this, or maybe you should have opted for a different path altogether. So we feel very overwhelmed and stuck by this thought. And this book actually helps you discover your ikigai. Ikigai is a Japanese concept of your reason, your purpose. Why do you wake up, every day? The purpose. So it will help you discover your passion in a very practical way, and it will just help you to make your work or your life more meaningful. It does not talk about a lot of changes, like you need to switch your career, you need to change your lifestyle, you need to move to a different country. With whatever you are at the present, how you can be happy with what you are, with who you are and what you do. It also has many exercises that will actually help you convert your passion into your profession. So if anybody is looking for a career growth, career switch, and especially for the students who are looking at the universities, what course to take, maybe if you're in your 12th standard, this book is a must read for you to decide what you want to do with your life in terms of career. This is my personal recommendation, and there are a lot of actual exercises in the book that you can do, and it is an absolute gem if you're feeling stuck at work, college life, university, your job, whatever. And this book is my personal favorite book to recommend, so you should really really read it. You will not regret it. The next book is Attached, the new science of adult relationships and how to keep and find love. So this book actually is a biggest must read for everybody in life, because we all have relationships, may it be your partner, whether you're dating, whether you're married. We all have or are going to be in relationships with other people, right? This book actually helps us understand who we are as a person and how to show up for other people to be better partners. This book mainly talks about the different attachment styles and how your attachment style is going to interact with others' attachment style, and how you can get a fulfilling relationship out of it. This book talks about 3 major attachment styles. One is the secure attachment that we are looking for, that is the ideal one. But most of the times we are either anxious attachment style, which means that you feel that your whole entire existence depends on that one person. Your mood gets affected a lot if by that person, whether they call you, whether they text you, whether they meet you, your whole life revolves around them. You are very codependent, you seek validation, you're always you need reassurance. You're not sure whether this person likes me or not, whether this person wants to be with me or not, and that is like an anxious attachment. You crave for that intimacy. Whereas we have the avoidant attachment style, which is like the complete opposite. you're afraid of intimacy, you are not vulnerable with the person, you know, kind of detach yourself from talking about your feelings, you don't give them a lot of attention. And you know what happens, right? When a anxious person, somebody who wants attention, and a person who does not want to give that attention, they come together, and it does not work out, right? So our ideal goal is to be secure with ourselves, that okay, I'm secure with myself, my life is good, and this person is like an add on to my life. If they are in my life, it's good, but without them also I am like fine, I can, you know, do it on my own. So we are mostly looking for, you know, the secure attachment styles. And basically this book will help you to give, you know, fulfilling relationships in your life. I think this book is very important because it will help you understand yourself and how you can be a better partner, which is, you know, such a good thing. And we will all like need it at some point in life. So yes, Attached, this is my second recommendation. Now this next book tackles a very specific problem, that is not waking up early. Now imagine when you were a child, okay, and the next day was maybe a picnic, a trip with your friends or family, or maybe a festival, or maybe an important day such as your birthday, or maybe, you know, some other celebration. Imagine the excitement that you had to wake up in the morning, that okay, today, like today is this, and you know, it's such a beautiful day, you're so excited for that day to wake up. Sometimes you're so excited that you can even not sleep at night, but you know, it's worth it. You don't you know, regret the lack of sleep, you're just very excited to wake up. Well, this book is going to help you achieve that feeling every morning, like how to wake up excitedly every morning. This book is going to talk about 6 habits that will transform your life, transform your mornings, so that each day will be energetic, productive, and, you know, happy. And you know, the best part about this book is that you don't have to even wake up early. Like, you don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. to do these things. Whenever you wake up, it talks about having these 6 habits, these morning routine that will guide your day. This book really helped me because most of the times I feel like I don't have power over my day, like work and other things are powering me, like how my day is going to be, my work and my job, and you know, the other people, the other you know, things in life are going to dictate what I do with my day. And having that morning routine is going to help you set the pace for the day. You decide what you do, you decide, you know, how your day is going to look like that. So it's like taking your day back, feeling, you know, completely in control of your day. It just gives you a lot of positivity and very good energy to, you know, start your day with. So this book really helped me, and I will suggest you this because mornings are the most important part of your day. It's going to dictate how your entire day is going to be. And this book really helped me a lot, and I hope it will do the same for you. Oh my god, I was just yapping about the book so much that I forgot to even mention the name. The name of the book is The Miracle Morning. The Miracle Morning. It is truly an amazing read. The Miracle Morning. The next book is The 10x Rule, The Difference Between Success and Failure. Basically, you 10x, you 10 times the goals that you set for yourself and the actions that you take, and you will never fail. Which you, if you think about it, it really makes sense, right? So for example, if you want to, you know, get good at something, you want to, you know, make a cake, you practice one time, maybe you'll be better at it, but if you practice 10 times, you're definitely going to get better at it. Now I have said this many times that I rarely read self-help books, but this book really stood out to me, and it really was something. Like, the 10x rule is all about, you know, pushing your limits, doing uh, 10x times the hard work, and just not settling for the average. It's basically like how to be the best version or the highest version of yourself, where you're just applying the 10x rule to all areas of your life, maybe your job, your career, your health, finance, lifestyle, and even your relationships. The last book for today is Feel Good Productivity by Ali Abdal. Now, we all have this idea of, productivity or work, that you have to do the difficult thing. It has to be a grind, it has to be a hustle. You need to do the hard work so that you can get the, success later on. And you have to basically sacrifice a lot of things in order to, achieve something. This book is like the complete opposite of that. It helps you to love the journey. Like, yes, you remember your goal, you remember your bigger picture, but the things that you are doing, they should also, like, you should enjoy the journey. And Feel Good Productivity talks exactly about how to enjoy even the most, boring tasks that you want to do, and you should feel good while, being productive. That is the whole idea of Feel Good Productivity. It's like you're crushing your goals, you're taking action, but you're also having a happy vibe. And like, it does not mean you need to sacrifice your personal time, your, happiness. You can do what you're doing, you can work and still hang out with your friends, or, play video games, or, spend your time however you like, still crushing all your goals. It's literally how to feel good while doing the hard work. It is a must read book, and also visit his YouTube channel. So good. I just love the guy. Amazing. And that was it. Those were my self-help recommendations for this video. If you have any other books that you would like to recommend, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Bye guys, I'll see you next time.